Let me tell you something that most people won't. You can have the strategy, you can have the tools, and you can even have the talent. But if your mindset is weak, you'll sabotage every opportunity that comes your way. That's not theory. I've lived it, I know it. And I've seen it crush the potential in people who have had everything else lined up. But here's the thing. Success doesn't go to the smartest or the most talented. It goes to the one who masters their thinking. And that's exactly what this video is about. Because if self-doubt, fear or second guessing is slowing you down right now, then this is the mindset reset that you didn't know you needed. Quick one before we get into it. If you're new here, I drop 2 videos a week to help you build an income online and grow the mindset that makes it last. So hit like, hit subscribe, welcome to the channel. And if you're ready to actually launch and want my help, I've put together a free affiliate starter pack with templates, swipe files, tools, all plug and play. It's linked below. Grab it now before you forget. Let's start with something most people completely underestimate. Mindset. Not in the Instagram quote, positive vibes only way. I'm talking about the internal framework that either builds momentum or kills it before it's even got started. Because the truth is, your mindset controls how you interpret opportunities, how you respond to pressure, and whether you pull the trigger or pull back when it matters the most. Let me give it to you straight. If your mind is wired for fear, you'll stall, you'll play small, and you'll convince yourself the timing's not right, and you'll watch other people take the shot that you were too scared to take. But if your mind is wired for growth, then you'll step in even when it's uncomfortable. You'll take the loss and turn it into leverage, and you'll move forward because you trust your ability to figure it out. And that's where real progress comes from. Now here's the part that changes everything. Most people treat their thoughts like truth, but 90% of the time they're just habits. Patterns that your brain runs on autopilot because it's easier than rewiring itself. And if you've never questioned them, then they'll run the show. So the first move is this. Catch the thought, label it, and ask yourself, is this actually useful? Is this moving me closer to the results that I want? If not, then it goes. It's simple, but really powerful. Now let's talk about how to start replacing the stuff that's keeping you stuck with a mindset that actually drives growth. Alright, now we get into the stuff that really holds people back. And it's not the economy, it's not the algorithm, and it's not some mystical gatekeeper out there telling you no. It's the beliefs running in the background of your own mind. The stuff you tell yourself without even realising it. Things like, I'm not the kind of person who can do that. I need more experience first. What if I fail and everyone sees it? Ever had those thoughts? Because I have. And here's what changed the game for me. Beliefs aren't fixed, they're built. And if something's being built, then it can be rebuilt. So here's your next move. Grab a pen, write down the top 3 thoughts that keep showing up when you think about taking your next step. Whether that's launching your offer, building your audience, or getting serious about the income that you actually want. Now ask yourself 3 simple questions. Where did that thought come from? Who planted it there? And do I still want to carry it? Because the harsh truth is, most of the time the beliefs that are holding you back aren't even yours. They were passed down to you, projected onto you, or picked up at some point when you weren't even paying attention. I see it all the time. People stuck in a mindset that's all they've ever known. As a kid, they were told, work hard, get good grades, go to university, get a stable job, work your way up and save for a rainy day. Your parents were told that by their parents were told that by their parents, and it creates this loop of negativity that traps people from taking the next step. So it's time to start replacing them. Let me give you a few examples. I'm not good on camera becomes every video I make sharpens my skills. I get better every time I show up. I'm not ready yet becomes you don't get ready, you get started. That's how you grow. What if I mess up becomes what if this is the exact move that changes everything for me. See the shift? One keeps you stuck, the other moves you forward. And your brain? Well, it believes what you feed it. So stop giving it fear, stop giving it worst case scenarios, and start giving it direction. That's how you build belief from the inside out. I want to share something with you that I started doing back when nothing else seemed to be working. Visualization. Now, before you roll your eyes, I get it. I used to think it was a bit out there too. And that isn't visualization just sort of daydreaming. But what I've learned is this. It's not magic, it's just mechanics. When you take just 5 minutes a day to see the results that you're building, you're training your brain to recognize it as familiar rather than foreign. And that changes everything. Because your brain is wired for survival, not success. It fights anything unfamiliar, even if it's what you want. But if you give it a new target over and over again, then it starts to adapt. So here's how I did it. Every morning, before checking my phone, before all the noise, the emails, the calls, I'd sit down and close my eyes and I'd step into the version of me that had already made it happen. The version of me that built the business, felt calm and focused, not frantic, took action with clarity rather than hesitation, and I wouldn't just see it, I would feel it. Because it's the emotion that wires the change. Your brain doesn't learn through theory, it learns through feeling. So when you visualize with emotion, you start programming your subconscious to accept that version of you as normal. And when that happens, your decisions shift, your energy shifts, and your results flow. Pair that with affirmations that reinforce the new belief, and now you're not just hoping something changes, you're conditioning your system to expect something better. And that's not wishful thinking. That's a tool high performers have used for decades, and it works. And as you grow and start reaching new levels of success, your visualization just shifts to the next stage, to where you plan to be in the next 5 years, 10 years. Your mindset is an incredibly powerful tool that can either work for you or against you. So if you want to become successful, then you need to condition it to work for you. Let's get one thing clear. You will fail. That's not negativity, that's just the reality. You'll launch something and it will get 0 sign-ups, or you'll post a video that flops and only gets a few views. You'll have days where you sit there thinking, what am I even doing? And that moment, right there, that's the turning point. Because most people see failure as a wall, but smart players, well, they see it as part of the process. The failures are the feedback. The bruises are the blueprint. Every successful entrepreneur you follow has failed more times than you've tried. The difference is they just didn't stop. Look at Richard Branson. He's been incredibly successful, but that doesn't mean he hasn't had his fair share of failures along the way. In 1996, he decided to come out with a line of bridal wear under the name Virgin Brides. What a name for a company. As you can imagine, it was a complete flop, along with Virgin Cars, Virgin Cola and Virgin Student. But if you let the fear control you and you never take that leap, you'll never know what might have been. When I launched one of my early programs, it was a complete failure. No buzz, no buyers, just silence. But instead of throwing in the towel, I just asked better questions. What didn't land? Was it the hook? Was the offer actually irresistible? I reworked it, reframed it, and then relaunched it. Then the sales started flowing in. That's the shift. Failing doesn't mean you're not cut out for this. It means you're actually doing the work. It means you're in motion. You're collecting the data. You're becoming sharper. Because success isn't a straight line. It's a zigzag of micro mistakes and course corrections. So stop treating failure like it's a final verdict. Because it's not. It's just a signal that you're building something real. Give yourself permission to screw up. Because every misstep is a rep. And every rep you take takes you closer to success. Okay, let's pull this all together. Because the theory's great, But transformation lives in action. You don't need to meditate for 2 hours a day or write manifestos in your journal or chant on top of some mountain top. But what you do need is a simple, repeatable rhythm that rewires your thinking daily. So here's what I would recommend, and it takes a maximum of 10 minutes a day. First, your morning intentions. Before you touch your phone, before the world gets noisy, check in and ask yourself, who do you want to be today? And what's one thing that you can do that actually moves you forward? It's not about writing giant to-do lists. It's about showing up on purpose, not on autopilot. Second is your visualization and your affirmations. You want to spend about 5 minutes doing this. Just sit, close your eyes, and step into the version of you that already has what you're trying to build. Feel the confidence, see the momentum, let your nervous system experience the win before it happens. Then speak it out loud. Not fluffy nonsense, real grounded affirmations that install identity. Say things like, I'm calm under pressure. I take clear, confident action. I create value daily and I am paid well for it. Because your brain believes what you repeat, so feed it something useful. And finally, your evening reflection. At the end of the day, spend a few minutes doing a quick check-in with yourself. What worked today? Where did fear or hesitation start to creep in? What can I learn? And what can I do sharper tomorrow? No shame, no self-beatdown, just pattern awareness. That is it. 10 minutes a day. But stack that daily and watch what happens. Your decisions shift, your self-talk sharpens, and your results start to compound. Most people react their way through the day. But you train your mindset like a pro. And that's how you build real momentum. From the inside out. Look, mindset isn't just a nice to have. It's the operating system behind everything you build. And if you don't upgrade it, you'll keep running powerful strategies through broken beliefs. But when you hardwire clarity, confidence, and control into the way that you start to think, business stops feeling like a battlefield. You stop second guessing every move, you stop stalling on ideas, and you start executing like someone who knows they're built for this. So if you're serious about building an income online in 2025, don't just watch videos and scroll on TikTok for tips. Do the work, build the mindset, and stack the skill sets that actually create freedom. And if you want help doing that, I've put together the free affiliate starter pack. Inside it, you'll find plug and play tools, proven funnel strategies, and traffic methods that actually work, even if you're starting completely from scratch. Grab the link below and get to work. Also, if this video helped you, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I release 2 videos a week to help you build an income online. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.